G'day folks, Lone Mojo here. In my last video, I looked at some pop culture Easter eggs in Cyberpunk 2077. There were some really great comments about some additional Easter eggs that I'd missed, so I thought I'd make a video covering those. Now, some of these Easter eggs have spoilers, so consider yourself warned. Let's kick this one off with a great one from Wrong John Silver, who pointed out an Iron Man Easter egg that I'd missed. Much in the same vein as the Batmobile secret from my last video, CD Projekt Red snuck a reference in here to Iron Man for us to find. To get there, you need to take the fast travel point to the Tango Toro Motel. You're going to need to go off-road a bit here, so follow the canyon to the northeast. There's a caravan on the far side with a weapons dealer, and just before that you'll find an exit to the canyon that leads east into the hills. Follow that and you'll find a cave that resembles the one where Iron Man was held prisoner in the original movie. Looting a case here finds a shard that tells you the story of Thomas Starr, who built a suit of armour while held prisoner in the cave. He bears a striking resemblance to Tony Stark. Now the next comment I want to look at comes from John, who's actually mentioned a load of Blade Runner Easter eggs. In addition to finding Roy Beatty, and there's a guide on how to find him in my previous video, there's also more references to Roy himself. Firstly, there's a hotel you can travel to via the Beatty Hotel fast travel point. This hotel is obviously Roy's namesake, and you'll actually find your way here as part of the main story. Next up, we need to head over to the Columbarium in Westbrook. This memorial actually has a load of Easter eggs to find, and there are more unlocked as you play the game. However, if you head directly to the back, you'll find an undercover area. On the far wall, you can find a memorial to Roy Beatty. However, you may have missed the Sid Mead memorial right next to it. Sid was a neo-futurist concept artist who worked with Ridley Scott on the Blade Runner film, as well as Alien. John also points out that the blimps flying around the city bear a striking resemblance to the flying advertising billboards we see at the start of the Blade Runner film. Now the final Easter egg from Blade Runner that I want to show you comes as part of the ending Where Is My Mind, where V has worked with Hanako Arasaka, and as payment she's been taken off-world to have the biochip removed. During her recovery, she's repeatedly given tests, one of which is an empathy test where she's asked questions about being in a cornfield. This is a reference to the Voight-Kampff test from Blade Runner. It's used to detect if someone is a human or if they're a replicant. Now, the very last Easter egg that I want to look at comes from T.I. Malice. And it's so subtle that it might actually not be an Easter egg at all, more just a coincidence, but I really like it, which is why I'm including it here. If you go into V's apartment and flick through the TV stations, you'll find one that's simply ads. Now in the movie Demolition Man, there's a radio station that plays only ads as well, and people tune into it because they enjoy it for some reason. I believe this is a tie-in, and I agree with Malice that this is a Easter egg, however it may not be. It's pretty subtle. I'll let you be the judge. But this brings me to the end of the video. I want to say a big thanks to everyone who offered suggestions. There were plenty here that I'd missed, and so I had a ton of fun going back and finding them myself. If you've made it this far, please consider subscribing to the channel and liking the video. It'll really help me out. And if you've got any other Easter eggs that you think definitely need my attention, let me know in the comments below. And until next time, take care.